What happens to ocean animals after an oil spill? Imagine a vast ocean suddenly covered in a slick of black, sticky oil. It's a scene that can happen in just a few hours when an oil spill occurs. These spills are caused by accidents like tanker collisions, pipeline leaks, or drilling rig failures. When they happen, the impact on ocean animals is immediate and often devastating. First, many animals get physically coated in oil. Birds like seagulls and pelicans lose their waterproof feathers, which normally keep them warm and dry. Without this protection, they can quickly become hypothermic, which means their body temperature drops dangerously low. They might even drown because they can't stay afloat. Marine mammals such as sea otters and seals relying heavily on their fur for insulation. When oil sticks to their fur, it loses its insulating properties, exposing these animals to cold water and risking hypothermia as well. Animals also suffer from poisoning because they often ingest oil while trying to clean themselves or while feeding. Fish, turtles, and dolphins may swallow small amounts of oil, which can damage their lungs, liver, and kidneys. Ingesting oil can also weaken their immune systems, making them more vulnerable to disease. Juvenile sea turtles sometimes mistake oil for food, which can trap or poison them. Oil spills can harm animals' ability to reproduce. Fish eggs and larvae are especially sensitive and may die or develop deformities. Shellfish like oysters and clams can become sterile, and coral reefs may produce fewer new corals after oil contamination. This damage can last 4 years, affecting entire populations. Another problem is that oil disrupts animals' natural navigation and feeding behaviors. Many marine creatures relying on chemical signals in the water to find food or mates. Hydrocarbons from oil can confuse these signals, making it harder for animals to survive and reproduce. Oil also destroys habitats like coral reefs, seagrass beds, and marshes. These areas are crucial for many species to breed, hide from predators, and find food. When these habitats are damaged, animals lose their homes and populations decline. The immediate death toll from an oil spill can be huge. Thousands of birds, marine mammals, sea turtles, and fish may die quickly. But the long-term effects are even more concerning. Oil can cause lasting damage to ecosystems, reducing biodiversity and changing food webs for decades. Different animals face different risks. Birds that spend a lot of time on the water are especially vulnerable to hypothermia and poisoning. Marine mammals like seals and sea otters are at risk because of their fur, while dolphins and whales can suffer from inhaling toxic fumes. Fish and shellfish are affected too, with some suffering from impaired growth and reproduction, and shellfish like oysters holding onto toxic compounds longer because they are immobile. In the end, oil spills cause widespread harm to ocean animals through physical fouling, poisoning, habitat destruction, and disrupted behaviors. The damage can last for many years, making recovery slow and difficult. Efforts to clean up spills and rescue affected wildlife are essential but often challenging. Preventing spills in the first place remains the best way to protect ocean life from these disasters.